And Calhoun will bring the kitchen sink. Here they come.
And they're looking at the replay in disbelief.
Oh, my.
If you try and look for Daisy, Georgia, it may take you a while, even these days with the help of search engines and GPS devices that we use every day. Population from the 2010 census, 129. But that town, 5 miles east of Claxton, was where Tommy Palmer was born 9 pounds, 10 ounces, and a week early. He grew up in Evans County, played football at Claxton High as an offensive lineman. He broke down his playing career to Todd Holcomb over at the GHSF Daily once in his 4 Questions column, quote, "I played for the Claxton Tigers back when the men were steel and the lockers were wood. I was an offensive tackle and defensive end. I played for one of the best football coaches ever, Dexter Poss, who was an all-SEC defensive end at UGA. He taught us discipline and toughness. We were 18-3 my last 2 years of high school. We had some great players. Johnny Jenkins and Glenn Creech made the All-State team, and Jenkins was back of the year his senior year," end quote. That senior season for Creech and Jenkins, 1961, had Claxton run the table in Class B, but they would lose in the first round of the state playoffs to Blakely Union. For Tommy, his future was talking about the game he loved. He started his career in radio at the age of 16. He would have cups of coffee in radio and television, but your trivia question with him would be, who was the first host of the Irk Russell Show when he started with the Georgia Southern Eagles? That was Tommy. He would work and write in Statesboro and Savannah in radio and television, but the Georgia High School Scoreboard Show would be an anchor for him starting in 2005 through the season past. When Todd asked him about that role, his answer resonated with me too, quote, "The Scoreboard Show is a ball to do. It is probably the most fun show I've ever done on radio. It's live and spontaneous. I'm honored to be a part of Friday Night Football in this state with this show," end quote. His time with Georgia Public Broadcasting started on and off all the way back in 2005.
It's a whole lot more. I don't know who this guy is.
I think I'm Larry Smith. I'm going to check it out, though.
But he would be a fixture of our weekly coverage, bringing his take in his weekly columns and video comments over the last handful of seasons. When Tommy and I would talk about football every week, and not just on the air, we would talk about all the great storylines and people that make up the fabric of these towns. Whether it was about life in Graymont Summit, Twin City now in Emmanuel County, or coaches we could call on a moment's notice to get any information about the pulse of the sport, we would always compare notes and share our thoughts. I would tell anyone who would listen that Tommy forgot more about the sport than I will ever remember. I still will. He's always been a great resource, a great sounding board, and a great representative of what Football Fridays mean, not just on a scoreboard, but to everyone who hangs onto every moment of what they see.
I feel silly introducing you because everyone knows who you are, but it is Tommy Palmer is here with us this Saturday morning.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We all need introductions. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Most importantly, he is a great friend. I'll always mention that in a present tense because you have those you love always close to your heart, even if they're not with us physically. I would ask each and every one of you that has been in Tommy's arc that you remember how he handled himself as he valiantly stared cancer in the face and showed grace, class, and humility during a race well run. At the same time, he reminds us to always be there for those you love and always be there for what you love. Tommy Palmer showed us both, and that's our assignment going forward. Bottom line, I will miss him with all my heart.